Television City in Hollywood, the Jack Benny program with his special guest Groucho Marx, presented by Lucky Strike.
This makeup that we're wearing, we hope will look familiar. We couldn't feel much sillier. It's really quite bizarre. They said put on some glasses, a mustache and black eyebrows, and though you look like eyebrows, they'll still know who you are. And so with no concession and not the least discretion, we offer this impression, you see. The man whom we are playing is one who's always paying. He's one who's always saying, meet Groucho. Hey, that's me.
That's me.
That's me. That's me. Hooray for our friend Groucho. His ad-libs are the quickest, his repartee the slickest of anyone we know. When Groucho meets Jack Benny, will Benny bet a penny that he can answer any of the questions on the show? Will Groucho meet his master? Will Benny be the faster? It might end in disaster, who knows? We'll bet that Groucho hollers if Benny really collars the whole $3,000. My, how the tension grows. And now it's time to light up a better tasting Lucky, that cleaner, fresher Lucky, that smoother Lucky Strike.
You simply cannot measure that deep down smoking pleasure. You say that it's a treasure. It's Lucky's that you like.
LSMFT. LSMFT. It's light up time all over, from Timbuktu to Dover. With Lucky's we're in clover, you see. And just to keep you posted, for better taste they're toasted, and that is why we boasted and always say it's Lucky Strike for me.
The second couple is now leading with $120, and the secret word is telephone. If any of our contestants say the word telephone, they'll divide $100. For our next couple, we selected a doctor and a musician. Will you come in, please? Welcome, welcome to the DeSoto Plymouth Dealers. What's your specialty, doctor?
I'm the musician.
And you must be the doctor, because the other thing standing here is a microphone.
Yes, I'm the doctor. I'm a psychiatrist.
Say, your face looks familiar. Haven't we met before?
I don't think so, Groucho.
And what is your name, miss?
No, this is the lady.
Oh, I see. Either I'll have to get my glasses fixed, or you'll have to do your hair differently. I don't think he's kidding. What is your name?
Dr. Jeanette Iman. I'm a psychiatrist.
A psychiatrist? Well, if I knew you were coming, I'd have built a couch. Now, getting on to you, what is your name, sir?
Forsythe. Ronald Forsythe.
Ronald, huh? It was Rodney during rehearsal. Certainly a cheap way of sucking around Coleman. Now, you're a musician, Mr. Forsythe?
Yes, sir. I'm with the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra.
Oh.
I'm the first violinist there.
You could have been the first violinist, period. Like you just escaped from Phil Spitalny's group. Where were you born, Rod? You don't mind if I call you Rod, huh?
No.
Instead of Ronald.
I was born in Chitlin Switch, Mississippi.
Mississippi, eh? Well, what happened to your accent?
Oh, well, nothing. You all just didn't notice it. Show enough.
Well, okay, now I think we better get started and play You Bet Your Life. Now, the secret word is a very familiar object, and it's something found around the house.
Well, what happens if I guess the secret word?
Well, you get $100, which you two divide.
Divide!
Well, of course. If she says the secret word, she'll divide it with you.
Oh, well, I wasn't arguing about that part of it.
Not only is your face familiar, but so is your philosophy. I'm sorry, Mr. Forsythe, Rod, but the rules say you have to divide it. Now, if you say the secret word, which is something found around the house, the duck will come down and pay you $100.
Something around the house?
Yes.
Where's the duck?
The duck? Well, where would you find it? He's up there, of course.
Oh.
Don't worry, he's right up there. Now, where do you live, Rod?
Well, right now, I'm living in Glendale.
Glendale.
Yes, I have a little home there with 6 rooms and windows and window shades and Venetian blinds and tables and chairs and spoons and saucers and dishes and rugs and knives and forks.
Hold it. Why are you telling me all this?
Well, you said that the secret word is something around the house.
I can't get over how familiar you look. Tell me, Doctor, have you ever seen him before?
No, but I've treated cases like his.
Probably use a double couch, don't you? Now, getting back to you, Rodney. Is the violin you play a Stradivarius?
Oh, no. You see, you have to be rich to be able to have a Stradivarius. See, I'm poor. All I have around my house are towels and rugs and ashtrays.
Look, enough of that already. Now, Rodney, you say you don't have a Stradivarius?
No, sir.
You know, I heard that a lot of imitation Strads have been made and sold.
I know, but they could never fool me because, you see, I could tell a phony.
I guessed it! I guessed the word! I guessed the word! I guessed the word!
Hold it. There's been a mistake. The duck thought you said the secret word, but you didn't.
What?
Secret word is telephone, and you said telephony.
But I got an impediment in my speech. I always say that. I say telephony. I say yes, phony. When I shave, I use cologne. I say it all the time.
You use cologne when you shave?
Yes.
Well, in the sentence you used, you said you wouldn't be fooled because you could telephony.
Well, you didn't let me finish the sentence. I said I was going to telephony a friend of mine who's a violin expert. That's what I was going to say. Honest.
What's his name, this friend? You've got a friend. Well, okay, they say the customer's all right, but I don't know how that applies to you. You sound like the type who's never been a customer.
I don't care. Just let me at this duck. There must be more where that came from.
Well, there was, but he just flew in from Las Vegas. Get back home there and let's start with the question.
Okay.
Hey, hold it. Oh, wait a minute. You're supposed to divide that money with her.
Well, as soon as I get some change, I'll give her $10.
He told me to divide it. He didn't say how.
You know, Groucho, I made a mistake before. I never have had a case like him.
All right, I'll give you half. The people you run into on these programs.
All right, but stop whining and let's get on with the questions here. You selected the miscellaneous category. Now, which question do you want? Remember, the questions are from $10 to $100. $10 ones are easy, and they get more difficult as you progress. Now, what question do you want to start with?
Well, we'll try the $70 one.
See, that's a hard one.
All right, for $70. What ship now holds the transatlantic speed record?
The steamship United States.
Correct. You have $170. Now, what question will you try now?
The $80 one.
For $80.
That's even harder.
Well, decide between you. Is that what you want?
The $80 one.
For $80, what baseball player had the highest lifetime batting average?
Ty Cobb.
That's absolutely right.
God, I'm glad I didn't answer that. I would have said Crazy Legs Hirsch.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
All right, you now have $250. How much money do you want to bet on this one?
90.
$90. All right, for $90, what is the largest living mammal?
Well,
We're only betting $20.
the whale.
Right again.
For $90.
Now, wait a minute. You said 20.
I said nothing.
That's funny. I could have sworn he said Crazy Legs Hirsch.
You're just trying to confuse me, that's all. Believe me, you can't fool me. I can tell a phony.
You're wasting your neck, big boy. You only once to a contestant. All right, now you have $340. Now, here's your last chance to beat the other couples. What are you going to go for?
$100.
Oh, that's the hardest.
All right, for $100? Now, here's your last question. What would be the interest on $100,000 held for 2.5 years at 4% interest if the interest is compounded semi-annually?
$10,408.08.
Well, that's absolutely correct. It's amazing. How'd you figure it out so fast?
Well, you see, I had the same transaction just a couple of days ago with the California Bank.
You borrowed that much money from them?
No, they borrowed from me. They won't. I read it someplace. I don't know.
Oh, well, you wind up with $440, which beats our other couples, and that gives you a crack at the jackpot question. Which tonight is worth... The big question tonight is $3,000. Now, you have 15 seconds to decide... You have 15 seconds to decide on a single answer between you. Think carefully, and please no help from the audience. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, there's a famous radio and television comedian who was born in Waukegan, Illinois.
Jack Benny! Jack Benny! Jack Benny! Jack Benny! I got it! Jack Benny! Jack Benny! I know it! Jack Benny!
Wait a minute. We know it's Jack Benny, Mr. Forsythe, but that's not the question.
What?
The question is this. Now listen. This is the question. For many years, this bum has been lying about his age. Now, for $3,000... For $3,000, can you tell me how old he really is? You've only got 5 seconds more. $3,000. What is Jack Benny's real age?
39.
I'm sorry, but that's the wrong answer, which means the big question next week will be worth $3,500. Thanks and good luck from the DeSoto Plymouth Deal.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Rodney. Hey, just a minute. I want to talk to you. I thought so. You're Jack Benny, huh?
Oh, Groucho, I only came on for a gag and try to win a couple of dollars, that's all.
Jack, I don't understand.
What?
Well, you know you're not 39. All you had to do was tell your correct age and you'd have won the jackpot. Why didn't you do it?
Groucho, let me tell you something. I may not be a spendthrift, but, brother, I know a bargain when I see one.
Bargain?
Yeah. Where else can you buy 22 years for only $3,000?
The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. The Jack Benny program has been selected for viewing by our armed forces overseas. Appearing on tonight's program were Frank Nelson, Mel Blanc, the Sportsman Quartet, Margaret Brayton, Yogi Jorgensen, Mike Rahill, William Munchow, and Richard Deacon. Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, be sure and watch Ann Southern in Private Secretary. Jack Benny's next television show will be in 2 weeks. First, the word to cigarette smokers.
Lucky.
It's light up time.
Be happy, go lucky.
It's light up time.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike.
Relax.
It's light up time.
How good that smoke is after a swim. And it's got to be a Lucky, 'cause only Luckies give you that famous better taste. Here's why. LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Naturally good tasting tobacco that's toasted. It's toasted to taste even better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Next time you buy cigarettes, get in the swim. Be happy. Go Lucky.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike.
Right now.
Light up a Lucky. It's light up time.
You'll say it's the best tasting cigarette you ever smoked.
This has been a Wayne Michelson presentation. This is VOA.